Alright. Katrina, this is the year, of course, in which you did New York, and for a long time there were people who felt that, directors and producers were using you for your looks, and you were there as the glamour element in most of your films. But we hadn't yet seen evidence of great acting skills, right? But with New York, a lot of people sat up and said, hey, she can act. Now, is that because Kabir was giving you the chance to act and that was the first time that was happening to you, or is it because you have evolved?
I think it's a mixture of maybe a few things. Yes, one does evolve. Yes, Kabir Khan gave me a fantastic role in New York, and it was the first realistic film I did. But at the same time, I know it will sound defensive, and I'm not being defensive. I know that the films I have done, most of them have been very glamour commercial films, not very not what you'd call, character, author-backed roles, so to speak. But also, I think that was a very conscious decision for me to do those films. There's been so many films offered to me during the last 4 years, which have been very author-centric, author-backed roles by maybe more what we would term as art house filmmakers. But I was very clear from the beginning that I knew what I wanted to achieve, and I knew that first I very, very badly wanted to become a name which was known, which was bankable, which was part of successful films, which was known in every family household. Like, on Friday you take your whole family, Katrina's in the film, nice, girl next door, family heroine. And I wanted that. I wanted to build that audience space, and that was being a complete outsider. I knew I needed the support of big commercial films to do that, and I've loved doing that. I've loved that whole part, and you have to know what your strengths are as well. And I knew that doing these films and these songs and these glamour is also something which was only going to help me and benefit me. It was not that had I done a de-glam role wearing a salwar kameez and playing a widow 3 years back, that would have helped me. I don't believe it would have. So now I think that I have done those kind of films. I have made that kind of base. The audiences do know me now. They've seen a lot of my films, and I think now I feel a little bit more that I can experiment. I feel in the middle. You can do a film like a New York. You can do a film like Rajniti, which is again a very serious, intense topic. So I think now I am a little bit more open to experimenting. Whereas before I'd be like, if a more art house filmmaker came, I probably wouldn't even hear him out, because I just knew that that's not the space I'm ready to get into.
Yeah, I think it was last year you said that when parents should feel that this Katrina's in the film, I can take my daughter for it, I can take my kid for it without worrying that there'd be something I don't want the kid to see. But will you now then move away from that image that you have?
I think that I'm very, very happy with my image, in the sense that I want to keep evolving. I want to keep growing as an actor and showing the audience new sides and proving myself more and more that you are versatile. That is my number one goal, for the next year for sure. But at the same time, I think there is an audience, as you rightly said, that I have worked to gain their trust and their respect, and I wouldn't want to lose that. So I don't see myself crossing certain lines. No, I don't see them.
Okay, you've not crossed any lines in your wet song, right?
No. That is one properly.
Not fancy.
Oh no. And I think that's the beauty of it. That is the beauty for me of doing a sari song, is that you're actually covered, and it's emoting through. I think it's bringing sensuality across with the interaction, and by interaction I don't mean pawing each other and hands all over each other. I'm saying interaction with just body language and expression. That's, I think, always the challenge, right?